Dumari is going to be representing the mentor in the room who is enrolling a potential client in her program. And this is the one and the only Sarah. And Sarah is graciously playing the role of somebody who's thinking about hiring Dumari, and we are just going to be completely real and legit in this room. So those of you on the video camera, welcome. Let us know that you're here. We'd love to have you here live someday. And just know that you're actually coming into an established group of about 150 women that are doing their work to grow their businesses. So we're just going to roll with what we've been doing, but we wanted to include you. Let's switch places. All right. So one more kiss for these two courageous women, and one more kiss to let them know there's nothing they could do or say up here that would have you think any less of them. Same with you on the camera. So, Dumari, will you let us know what it is that you do? How do you help people?
Yes. So I empower men and women who have gone through a divorce or a major heartbreak, and I help them bounce back, trust themselves again, and create a life that they absolutely love with ease and excitement.
Wow, this is beautiful. Is this needed? Yes. Anybody out there ever been in heartbreak? This is going to be potentially awesome for you. Anybody here ever been in heartbreak? Devastation? And Sarah, I'm curious, have you ever felt that?
Yeah, so this is perfect.
Tell us why this is perfect.
Somewhere nearby,
There's
perhaps.
Kleenex right behind you, Serena. Okay,
Perfectly
great.
perfect.
Of
Can't
course.
wait.
And tell us why this is perfect.
Have I ever suffered heartbreak? It's been 7 years since I've been anywhere near anybody. Heartbreak and fear.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in. Dumari, you met Sarah a couple of nights ago at a workshop that you were teaching about how to overcome heartbreak and love again.
Yes.
That's the workshop you were leading.
Yes.
And you were there as an attendee, and so we're just going to start right there. Now you're following up with your discovery session, a free consult that would take place after meeting a potential client.
I want you to know that we have about 30 minutes, and I really want to hear what your biggest challenge has been, that if we take care of that, it would make the biggest difference in your life.
I think the biggest challenge is getting out there again. And all the crap that comes with that. I'm too old, blah, 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 blah. I'm running out of time. I mean, it's huge.
I get it. I so feel you. Can you share with me what that looks like in your daily life?
Well, on the surface, what it looks like is I'm alone with most of what I'm doing. And it's in the back of my mind all the time. Am I going to always be alone?
Yes. Would you be willing to share with me what happened that many years ago when you got your heart broken?
It's probably a really common story, but I didn't think if I ever finally got married that the marriage would end.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really don't like the way it ended.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like I have the right to have another chance.
It's like I've lived through that myself. I don't think we ever get married thinking that it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that it's not a coincidence that you're here with me right now. I feel like your soul has guided you for us to talk, to share with you that you can heal that pain, that it's very much needed. It's coming up to be released, and that there is hope for you. and that you deserve to be loved and to experience love in your life. I really want to hear how these feelings that you're having and this pain is affecting you in your ability to go out there into the world now, how it's affecting you in your relationships and in your level of fulfillment.
I think in my mind, I believe on some level that it is holding me back, but I can't necessarily identify specifics. It's too intellectual, kind of. I would love to share the impact. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, it certainly might contribute to the kind of state of confusion I have about what I even have to offer in my business.
Yes.
That makes sense to me. I don't know what my gifts are. Actually, that makes perfect sense. If I wasn't wanted there, which is how it feels, where would I be wanted?
Just take a breath and take that in. This unhealed pain is actually affecting you in every area of your life. This sense of not being worthy of love is affecting you in your personal relationships and in your business. And I know that actually going to that core, for it to be healed, will actually affect every area of your life. And it will heal every area of your life. Sarah, is there anything else you want to share with me about that?
I have a question about it because I heard you say, you know, healing this is going to heal everything. And I automatically sort of go to what about all the other stuff like before? I didn't get married till I was 40. All those other years, all that other stuff. This is going to fix all that. Because it doesn't feel like it's attached to that. It feels like it's just like, wow, just this one thing that went so wrong.
What was happening when you were 40 and before that you want to heal from?
It's not coming up very easily. It's like block.
You're doing so good.
I mean, I guess I thought I'm going to get married and I'm going to do it and I'm like the strongest, toughest, smartest fucking person I know. And so all I have to do is keep working and it's going to work out. And all I have to do is keep trying and it's going to work out. And I did everything.
Yeah.
I could think of everything. And I still think I missed something.
How many years have you been holding it all together?
My whole life.
Just doing, and expecting it to work. Is there anything else you want to share about that?
My kids matter to me hugely. And I want them to have a little bit better idea about how to do this stuff than I did. Yeah. That's the most important. For me, I wouldn't mind having some more fun for me too. It's just kind of like, wow, that's really far away and remotely possible. But for them, yeah, let's do this work.
I want to say something. Can I just say it?
Yep, for sure. 100%.
Are you willing to let all that pain go and what's holding you back so that you can be free to be happy again and be that example for your kids?
I want you to promise me that it's going to work.
Bold. She just took a bold stand. Are you willing? Yeah?
I don't want to go there again and again and again and again. I don't. I'm perfectly willing to do the work. I just want to have hope that it's actually going to that something is really going to shift in some way that I can see and recognize and feel and know.
I know that it's not a coincidence that we're here right now.
Yes, good job.
I know deep in my heart and soul that I can help you.
Pause. She's got a strong inner skeptic. Does she not? Yeah. Can you feel how delicate it is? Yes. This is so important. We're like surgeons of people's deepest, most precious wounds. It is the wounds that are the gifts. Yes? So we get to be like surgeons with finely tuned instruments that is our heart and our psyche, right? And this is so beautiful what both of you are doing. Thanks for trusting us. Thank you for trusting us. Yeah.
Sarah, I want you to know that I have been where you are. I got married thinking that it would be forever. I was always doing what I thought was the right thing to do, to be loved, to be liked, and to hold my marriage and my family together. When my marriage ended, I felt like my whole world was falling apart. And all my dreams were falling apart. And that I had failed. And I didn't know what else to do to keep it together. And then I was divinely guided to transform the darkest time in my life into the brightest. And when I say that I was divinely guided, I mean that I work with what I call my spiritual support team. It's our angels and guides and soul. And they led me through a healing process where I got to heal the deepest wounds within me that were actually there from the time when I was a little kid. Hence, when you say that it has been there forever, they guided me to how to heal that. And now I have this step-by-step process that can help you bring your darkest time into your brightest, just like I was led. And just like I have this guidance, I could offer you this guidance as well to guide you to healing so that you can turn your life into the brightest and see that everything that has happened was actually a gift to free yourself from all the pain and be the greatest version of you and be happy, the happiest you've ever been. If you had that step-by-step process and that spiritual guidance from your team and my team, would you be willing to go through that and let all that shit go? So that...
Yeah, stop there. Okay. Would you be willing?
Would you be willing?
I don't believe I have a team.
Okay.
A team like you're talking about. I have something else, but that I
Really important part of the conversation. If you're the coach, she just asked if she's willing, and she's getting resistance. This is going to happen to all of us, right?
Sorry, guys.
This potential client wouldn't be sitting here. This potential client wouldn't be sitting here if she had all of her guidance and all of her team and everything. She needs support.
Tell me about what it is that you feel you have.
I feel connected to my ancestors, my parents, people that aren't here on this planet with us anymore. I feel very connected to nature. I don't have any connection to angels. I don't feel that. It doesn't resonate with me at all, and I don't understand it. So when you say this divine guidance, big skeptic flag goes off for me.
Do you have a connection to a higher power?
That's what all that is to me, kind of rolled up together. Yeah, yeah.
We're talking about the same thing.
Exactly. I mean,
We're just using different names. We're talking about that higher power that we have. For you, it's your ancestors, deceased loved ones, consciousness, the universe, whatever it is that you call that higher power. Sometimes I use those terms too. And I also use terms like angels and guides, but I don't want the terms to get in the way because it's the same spiritual support.
well, and what I would want, if you wanted to know.
Of course I do. I do want to know what's
Is
going
I
on.
want mine that I can use forever, not something that is dependent on you being plugged in.
I love that. That's why I'm all about empowering you from within, which is the name of my business, which is very conscious. One thing that,
Pause. Any other question?
if you would be willing to connect with your inner guidance, with your guidance, would you allow that part of you, because I'm saying it's coming from within you, right, to help you connect with why this is important for you, why it's important for you to heal the past and move forward to the future.
Yeah.
So you would be willing.
Yes. And I said yes to you before you finished your sentence.
And why do you want it?
Because, oh God, ask me the question again.
This is so key because we have to slow these conversations down. It's not that they have to take hours, but we have to know why our potential clients want change. We have to know. It's the reason they're sitting in front of us. And so whether you do that at the beginning of a conversation or halfway through, you go back through and scoop it up, you have got to know why. You've got to know what, please? Why? Right? Like, why would Sarah want to do the work to keep moving through some of this hard stuff? Why? What's on the other side? What kind of relationship with her children? What kind of a relationship romantically would you want? And for every single one of you to be sure that you're looping back around to this with the people that we're also just here to serve, right? Whether they hire us or not, that's what this is about.
I think I remembered. So the reason that I want to do the thing you said that I can't quite remember, but I'll watch later, is that's going to give me the answer to the fear, which is I am never going to figure out what it is that I want to do or what I have to give. That is clear to me right now, that's the answer I'm going to get. It's not about the romance or the non-romance. It's about I'm going to get my answer to that question here. That's what my guidance is telling me right now. Yeah. Whatever the question even was. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And I love that you're already connecting with your inner guidance and it's already guiding you towards what's for your highest and best.
And this is where repeating back to your client can be really helpful, right? She's having a hard time connecting to her why. She's got her own resistance. She said, blah, 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 blah. So then it finally comes back up, her resistance. You, as the coach, repeat it back. Make it solid. Make it come into focus some more because it's slippery.
Slippery. No kidding.
I know how painful it is to not know what your gifts are. And you have that inner wisdom within you, guiding you. And I can help you connect even at a deeper level with that clarity.
Are you feeling the validation from the coach? She's got this woman over here who's like really strong in her own wisdom. She's like, no to angels. I connect with trees and ancestors. Validating what she's doing and helping to support her instead of moving what is wisdom for her wisdom in place of it. Does that make sense? Yeah? Being on the same page. Good job, Jamal.
And I'm excited to say this part.
I'm excited to hear it.
Oh my gosh. I can see, I can feel what's possible for you when you connect with this vision. It's your soul's vision. For your most fulfilling life, where you get to express your gifts, where you get to share the love that you are, and the wisdom and the talent and all that you have to give. I'm excited for you because I can see you waking up in the morning saying, thank you for everyone, the universe, everyone who was here to support me and guiding me step by step to fulfilling my soul's reason for being here. Can you imagine how that's going to feel like when you get to know and share that beautiful gift that you came here to share? Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah. It would be pretty damn nice.
This is so critical, right? Because, and these two came up here. Are they doing amazing? And they came up here saying that they were willing to be coached up here, yes? Rigorously coached, yes, and you're doing amazing. And can you feel how when we go to, I can help you too soon, it's not it's not that she doesn't want it, it's just delicate, and she may not be fully ready she may not have the full opening. Can you feel that? We call that you're making some kind of an offer a little too soon. We can also call it premature offer ejaculation, right? And what we know just happened here by you slowing down and really helping her build out the vision. How will it feel? And you got to land in, it will feel pretty damn nice. Now you're owning that. Because true mentorship is not me rescuing you. True mentorship is I'm creating the space for you to choose the thing that you want. I'm willing to be the container for that. And from that place, I'm so confident I can help you if you'd like to talk about that. And then you lean back, because an enrollment conversation is a dance. It's a what, please? Yes. And when you're leaning in too much, where does that person have to go? Right? So you're doing amazing with now leaning back. And now you've gotten a chance to say, it would feel really good. And can you feel that? And there's one more thing I want to know, because you're a mom.
You're so intuitive. I want to know how you sharing your gifts and being fully empowered would affect your role as a mother.
It means my children will have a chance to be whoever they want to be and know they have the right to do that, to build the lives they want.
Right into the microphone.
Because they'll see it. They'll know they can have that too.
What a gift would you be giving them?
Yeah. And I know that, I believe that utterly, that they have that we all have that right. And I want them to actually see it more than I feel like they are now.
I want you to know that I feel what an amazing mom you are. And you're so dedicated and committed to your children. And I really, really value that. Sarah, I would like to hear how you'd hope that I can help you in this area.
Well, I think what we've already talked about, cleaning that up, it really isn't so much about like finding love again. That is going to come as a result.
Yes, it is.
It's I want to be clear. I feel like I'm running out of time.
Can I move in?
Go.
You've graduated.
Training wheels are off.
Based on what you've told me, how you want to move on from this pain that has been with you for a long, long time, and you want to gain clarity about why you're here. What are these gifts that you know you want to share, but want more clarity about what those are. What does that look like? And in knowing how that's going to affect you in your fulfillment, in your personal fulfillment, and how proud you feel about yourself, and how happy you feel being here in this lifetime, and how that's going to affect you as a mom and your relationship with your kids.
And who they become. And who the kids become.
And who they're going to become.
And their children.
And their
children.
wives.
And their
absolutely.
Yeah, all of them.
I would like to offer a mini plan for you. Would you like to hear that?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what's coming to me is that the most powerful first step for you would be to self-reflect on how life has been working for me. How, specifically with your marriage falling apart and your feeling of, what do I have to give?
Pause.
And as you are reflecting on that, I would love and I would actually encourage you to bring that insights, the insights that you gain from that self-reflection, into moving into my program. I have a 6-month program. It's called Your Amazing New Life, where we work together with your spiritual support, and we gain clarity about why you're here, what gifts you're here to share, and we heal the past, get clear about your vision for the future, and align yourself at all levels with that highest vision for your life. So based on what I've told you, how does this sound to you?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All levels. There's a little skeptic. Every single one. But it still sounds good.
We work at... yes, all levels. We work on the emotional level. We work on the beliefs. We work with the parts that don't believe that this is possible. They're proven. They're very powerful, and you will have them with you. I'll guide you as you learn them through the time we work together, and then you will have them in your own toolbox, because my purpose is to empower you from within.
Can I teach them to my kids?
Absolutely.
Give these ladies a round of applause. So I want to hear from you. What did you get out of that?
The biggest insight for me was to slow down.
So could you feel how we tilled the soil for curiosity? Can you feel how we did that? We slowed it down enough that now Sarah had an opening. Did she have an opening when she first got up here? No. We have to slow it down to the degree that that desire arises naturally from within your potential client, that they can choose themselves. It's not that they're choosing you. This is a very fine line. They're choosing who? Let's give you a kiss. Mwah. This is beautiful. And if we had been in a very real enrollment conversation, we paused this in the interest of time. But if we had been in an enrollment conversation, Sarah was ready to hear more about the program, wasn't she? And you guys can absolutely take that part of the conversation up later, or there may be other women in the room that want to have that part of the conversation with you because you're masterful. And my experience when we get into these grow conversations is that we're a little nervous. Raise your hand if you've been nervous, or we just don't want to do it. We're uncomfortable, right? And so we speed things up when we're nervous. And so this is an invitation to every single one of you to slow it down, lean back, be a dancer who leans both ways, and get really curious about what's going on over there so that when it's time then for you to ask that question, how do you think I could help you with that? How are you hoping I might be able to help you? They're actually ready for that. A couple more shares. Yeah. You stand up.
Yes, setting the intention to sit in the tension.
Yes.
Whoa. And that was very powerful. And I just saw GROW as a new analogy or a new acronym is Get Real with One Woman.
Ooh, I love that. You have to have female clients to make it work, but we are a bunch of females. I love that. Give her a kiss. Mwah.
I witness this resistance is not about me,
Yes.
but it is really the client is struggling, and to go not as a problem, but as a real opening.
Yes.
Opening into understanding, going deeper in that relationship,
Yes.
without which there is separation.
Yes.
And there's connection by going deeper and slowing down one moment at a time.
Yes. This is why we say give her a kiss, right? This is what we mean by the best of us. The best salespeople are highly present. That's what we mean, that we're not afraid of the intimacy. You want more clients? You want more people in the world? Get intimate. Get what, please? Right? Be willing to start the relationship right here. Don't be on what you were doing that morning. Don't be on, are they going to hire me or not? Be right here with them. Chances are, very few people in their life are being that with them. Huge opportunity for healing for both of you. GROW conversations get to be the most healing conversations of our lives. I look forward to them now, right? And we spoke into holding the tension in a conversation like this. This is what I know a lot of women, as they're learning to offer their services, this is what we miss. As soon as that we feel that tension, we want to fill the space. Raise your hand if you can relate. It's not comfortable. We want to fill the space, we want to do it for them, and we prematurely jump to things like, well, I can help you, right? I want to help you. They're not ready for that yet. And it actually was working a bit over here, because tell me where your accent is from.
Puerto Rico.
She's got a Puerto Rican accent that was actually working for her. Could you feel that? Because she can say things like, I want to help you, right? And she says it in her like radiant, feminine exoticness. And you're like, okay, but guess what? Like, not all of us can get away with that, right? So I want to be sure, right, that we know. And you said things like you started being a teacher. Could you guys feel when she started being a teacher? And what was happening over here? Lean in or lean out? More out, right? So in these conversations, you are not doing a ton of teaching. You are not. You are listening. You're what? And it's little bits of teaching, and then how does that sound, right? Because you're looking for the way in to actually being able to help them. This is not about, it's not about money first. It's about, are you going to be able to enter into a sacred contract with this person to change their life? And money gets to be a part of that. And so that's the space you're holding in these conversations. And so rather to say things like, this is affecting you, right? It is affecting your life, right? This is going to heal everything, right? Rather than saying things like that, you kind of got away with it, but not all of us can. Not all. This is the place where you get to find out why it is, what is her motivation for doing the work. For every single one of you, you are coaches, healers, mentors. Your job is to be a detective. To be a what? Detective. Why is this person interested in doing this piece of work on themselves? That's what you want to know. Because it is work, is it not? It's not comfortable. But we all know that the more you do the work, the more freedom you have. The more what? Yeah. Has this been helpful? All right, let's say goodbye to our live streamers. Thank you for being with us. We love you. Let us know what you learned in the comments section.